Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Rolls and Reps, a Warriors Chronicle. I'm your host, Jorge, and just like you, I'm a player who's kind of fit, kind of fat, kind of competitive, kind of casual, trying to bring health and fitness to the tabletop community. Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 2. Episode 2. Everybody, again, thank you so much. Already total, not one video per, how close to 100 views. The channel total, probably over 30 subscribes. I didn't know I was gonna get this far. Thank you. It's the community. I've been talking to people on Reddit and on Facebook. It's a really positive thing, and there's a lot of people out there who want to see more of this and have great input. And I'm taking all the feedback that I can. All right. Hey, how's it going? All right. Today, what I want to talk about is stretches and some exercise that you can do at events. All right. So I got a mock event behind me. I don't have all the stuff in my house like FOG does or GW, but I did my best, right? So I'm at a table. It's between round 1 and 2, day 1. I'm tired. I already have my water, but I'm already getting tired. My feet are tight, my legs are tight. There's stuff that we can do. I'm gonna use this chair. I don't have a folding chair. I have a beach chair. All right, some things that we can do to stretch, right? For the all-around personnel, one thing that you can do is you can sit down, extend one leg out, and attempt to touch your toes slowly, not forcefully, right? You do this for a couple, 5-10 seconds, and then you switch. The same thing. Attempt to touch your toes. You want to stretch all that out, right? Another thing that you can do, heel raises, right? Get it up, get it down. Do that a couple times, right? To get the feet moving. And another thing you want to do is rotate your ankles. All right, clockwise and counterclockwise, do the same. Do a couple leg pumps. Try to get it moving. And a couple exercises you can do is, one that we already did. Standing up, standing down, right? Sitting up, sitting down, right? Couple good exercises along with those stretches. For those that you're at home and stuff like that, you don't want to go to the gym yet. You get up, get down. Do 3 sets, or how many you can. Make sure you have a good water source, right? These are minor stuff you can do at events, right? Clear as you can see, I try to set up a table to make it look like you're at an event. But yeah, minor stuff like that. The same goes with your back. One thing we do when we're at these events, where we're trying to reach for a miniature, we like to bend at the hips and try to get a table. Try to get a model and bend over. Hey, a simple thing. It's easy to turn around. Overextending and locking at the knees, it's bad and it starts to hurt. It is too easy to go around because I know it's a tight. But sometimes, hey, can you excuse me? I know we don't want to ask our opponents, hey, can you grab that model, move it for me 6-8 inches. We can only trust as much as we can to someone else, and then that trust might go into a point difference, and stuff like that I don't want to get into. But one thing you shouldn't do is bend over to reach models, because all you're doing is locking at the knees and bending at the hips, right? That's something you don't want to do. Oh man, I totally forgot. I'm wearing a Hobby Goblin jersey, right? Because I'm a Hobby Goblin, but I want to do all of this to ensure that it's not affiliated first with a club yet, because there's multiple things I want to do with this and then branch it out. But yeah, I am wearing a Hobby Goblin jersey today. Hey, on top of that, hey, go check them out. They're a really good group. All right, back to this. On top of with stretching over, another thing to do is in between turns. If it's not your turn and it's their movement phase, sit down. There's nothing in the rules saying that you have to be consistently standing while watching. Pick a good avenue where you can see around and have your opponent talk to you. Hey, what are you doing? If you take a good eye, all right, cool. What are you doing? Are you moving him? How far? All right, cool. Now there are sneaky people out there. I'm not telling you to be careful. Let me take that back. I'm not telling you to go ahead and trust everybody. If you're comfortable with the person, this is one thing about the game is sportsmanship, right? Having fun, enjoying the game. Sit down, extend a little bit, wait, rest. Your body is just as important as those models on the table. because those models cannot be played if you can't play, right? Another thing to do too is take a break. You don't have to consistently be standing around in between rounds. I know there's some people, like during lunch, they like going around, seeing stuff, and wanting to talk to everybody. Take a seat, relax, take your shoes off. Stuff that you can do, right? But on top of with the stretches, let's go back to the stretches, because I know I rant a little bit, and that's something I got to work on. One thing you can do too, if you want to attempt to touch your toes or get a full stretch, but body mobility, it's one of the things you don't have, and you don't want to ask somebody to hold on to you, use the table, right? Use the table, make sure you're planted firmly on the ground, and attempt to touch your toes. Get that good stretch, a slight bend at the knees, right? And then you change over, right? And you do the other side. Same thing, slight bend. You don't want a full bend, you don't want to lock your knees when you do that. And if you're flexible enough, because there's some players that are heavy set, if you can, try to get that good thigh stretch too, right? And try to drive your knee to the ground, right? And try to get your heel to your buttocks. And the same thing to the other side. Find what's comfortable for you. You can try it at home. You can grab a couch, a chair, or anything, or up against the wall. One thing you can do too, let me turn the camera. One thing you can do too is put your foot on the wall, right? And then lean into it. You're gonna stretch your calf and lean into it, right? Make sure your hips are aligned. And you do the same thing with the other side, right? Ooh, let's see if I can get the camera back to the good angle. Right? Those are some of the stuff that you can do. And the same thing with the exercises. We have these big events we go to, right? Atlantic City is a great one. Or walk at the pier. Everyone usually gets there a day prior to check in, make sure. Take a walk. I know there's a couple FOG staff members that they go hiking, they go running. We all know Kicker does it. He always goes on these trails and stuff like that. It's too easy. You don't have to do 2 miles, right? You can do a quarter mile, right? Quarter mile down, a quarter mile back. Even better, take a walk in the casino. No one's telling you that you have to gamble, but you don't have to gamble. You walk around. I know at Vegas, we can walk everywhere and anywhere at that place, right? Not every place has a cover charge, so I know you can walk through the casinos to get through here and walk back. Clock yourself. It's good. I know a lot of us have those digital watches, sport watches, the iWatch, Apple Watch, and these fancy phones. We can do the same thing. Take a brisk walk, have a water bottle, and you can talk with your buddies. There's nothing wrong with that. Exercise that gets the body moving, but make sure you have your water and a good source of protein. I like the ones that you can get at Circle K over here. You know, the Nesquik protein. It's pretty good. All right, but still, pick your flavor, whatever you want, or have a banana with you or something, or an apple. But hey, this is a short, quick video on some tips and tricks that you can do. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you drink your water. All right, have a good one.